Okay, today we're going to make some more DIYs, and today we're going to make a flower, fabric flower. I'll make this, but I want to make a small one first, so we're going to make a large one. And we're either going to put it in my flower shifter that I got from Walmart last year. Brand new one, I think it was $2 or $3. Or we're going to put it in this Christmas tin, milk can tin. We'll just turn it around like this. So get your strips. It don't matter what kind of cotton y'all use. I got mine from Temu and Amazon. I'm going to make the large one out of this color. The red stars and then blue stripes. I know it's just backwards, but... And I got some polyfill. You're going to need your mason jar rings, because these are the used ones that I used to can with. I don't have the inside lid, and I didn't want to have to buy another one because I had to buy the wide mouth ones. So I went ahead and took my cat food cardboard it comes in, and I just cut it. And that's going to be my inside piece that holds the polyfill in the inside part. This right here. And then I cut another piece for the outside to put the fabric on the back. Now you don't have to put the fabric on the back. You can put paper or anything else. I just happened to have fabric and did it pink and shears. So yeah. So let's get started, y'all. That's what you need. And we're making a large one today. So large one, I did go ahead and buy some wide mouth ones from Walmart. So I do have the metal inside today. But I did go ahead and cut out the back for the flower that will go on the back of the thing. So what I have is 10 by 10, roughly 10 by 10 strips. You can get any fabric you got, any size. I just happen to have these from Temu and Amazon. And what I'm going to do is just cut a couple first. I'm going to cut them right at about an inch because they're not truly 10 inches. So I'm going to cut them right before each number. So it's not a true inch. I'll cut more. Okay. And what I did is I went out in my yard and found some, that's crooked too. I sure didn't get the straightest sticks, tree limbs, because this one was so crooked I had to tear it off. I'll probably have to end up doing that one too. I'm hoping to have different size, you know, different length flowers, so you don't want the same size. Yep. So we take our ring, just our mason jar lid. You're going to take your fabric. You can pull off all the loose pieces. Your loop to the back. My fingers are not working today. And then pull it through. And that's what makes your petals. So, I like pulling all the loose threads off. Hey, Bubble. You loop through the back and pull it through. Okay. You could decide how tight you want these. If you don't want to get it real tight and use a lot, you could always paint your metal, whatever color you're gonna, like I would paint it blue, and that way you wouldn't have to put as much. But if you want it tighter, for you won't be able to see it. Like I said, loop towards the back, y'all, and don't twist your material. That way you won't have it going backwards. I think I really need to put y'all. What, Bell Bell? What? What, Bell Bell? Get up Hold on, y'all. Good girl. Good girl. My cats are so smart. They know they could get on the counter out here, but they know they cannot get it on the counter in the house. That it is not allowed. One more, y'all. This is a full one. I put 2.5 of the squares, the 10-inch squares. Split them apart. So they're going to be thick in here. Okay, here's your flower. I do have the metal thing. I'm going to go ahead and use it. And I'm going to go with the stars rip. What I did last time was just cut it down the middle. We just won't put as much. Then you're going to take your batten, whatever you got, you're going to put it on top of the lid. You make it as full as you want without going too much, like that's too much. It's got to be able to fit over it and fit inside of the top. So I'm going to get my glue going. The batten and the lid onto the fabric, and I'm going to pull it over. While we're waiting for my glue, this is the back I'm going to cover. So what I'm going to do is turn the, we don't want that just in case it goes through my material. We're going to put it just like this. This is on a different separate one. And what I'm going to do is draw it backwards, inside out. That way you're going to have your pencil lines on the outside. I'm just going to draw it for pencil around it. See? I'm going to take my pinking shears and I'm going to cut that out. And I'm going to cut it just a little bit more than what it needs. You don't have to, but I'm going to. You're going to be able to see it from both sides, and you want it to be finished. And there we go. Okay, we're going to tuck it in there. And then we're just going to put some glue down. I'm going to fold over a piece of fabric. Put some glue down here. Fold over this corner. I don't like getting burnt. I just do not like hot glue. Y'all know I hardly ever use hot glue because I just don't like it. I've been burnt too many times, and if you own this kind of hot glue gun, then you know what I'm talking about. Other glue guns have nothing on this glue gun. We got it glued like this. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue to put the corners down. Don't want to hit it because if I hit it, I know I'll see a word that I have to cut out. Okay. Hopefully I didn't make it too fat this time. Last time I made it way too fat. Okay, you're going to come in from the back part just like you would be putting it in your canning jar, y'all. And you're going to push it in. You hear it pop? So it locks in there. back went in front instead of towards the back, then you pull them out now before we put the back on there. That's pretty ugly to look at. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be my flower. Let's see. I use these things for everything. I think I'm going to do it like this and keep these two things here, and I can put... Okay. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue down. Go ahead and put glue all the way around the back of the ring, up where the blue is. That way it holds us in. I'm going to do ugly side down. And you're going to hold it there for a second, let it... Ooh! That glue's... You can feel the heat from that glue. Okay. Here's the back of it. I got the stick in between, and then the cardboard is holding it on. And I'm going to use my fabric tack. You use Elmer's glue, whatever, but this is fabric glue, so that's what I use in my junk journals. I'll put that on top. We're going to center our little circle on the back of this. See, that's why I like it a little bit bigger. Now I want you to tell me, how cute is this? Like I said, this one, because they are so long, they're a little floppy, I could cut this back. But isn't this cute? I like it better. We'll put one. Okay, let me put some glue here. We'll go there. One. And we're going to curl the ends. I don't have a curler. That's okay, we can improvise. You don't always have to have the things that are specially made for stuff. I'm using a pencil to twirl my wire. It works just as fine as that thing that you buy. Okay. I have some reindeer moss, and I'm just going to shove it in the top of this. Like I said, it's just something I've come up with. Okay, what do y'all think? I'll live with it over the weekend, and then I think I'm just gonna add the moss. Add it now. I already turned off my glue gun.